Hey boys. I was out here playing with my little cousin the other day, and she absolutely refused to eat watermelon because she was fucking scared that the seeds would grow into a watermelon in her stomach. So made me think, what is the stupidest thing that you guys ever believed as a child? And Dylan, does Parks believe anything right now that you just kind of shake your head out that you can't really get him to stop believing in? All right, I'll hang up and listen. Love you guys. Bye.
Okay, Parks said a really funny one the other day. Actually, the second time he's told me about it. So I'm trying to get him into like activities, like outside activities. I want to buy him a bike. He has like all the kids in the neighborhood ride bikes. Ton of kids around his age. I'm like, dude, this is how you're gonna make friends. You'll get out there. He's like, I don't want to ride a bike. I said, why not? He says, I'm scared I'm gonna fall into the rain gutter. Like, what?
It's like player.
Dude,
it doesn't happen.
I don't even think he's seen the movie It.
I hope he hasn't seen the movie It, Dylan.
No, he hasn't.
Like, I haven't seen that because I'm too scared.
Like, Parks, you're not going to fall in the rain gutter, dog. I promise you. And if you do, I'll just pull you out. Like, it's not going to happen. But he's scared it's going to happen.
Homie's just getting washed away.
Yeah. He also is afraid that he's going to get eaten by a shark in pretty much any body of water that he's in. But that's a little bit more rational, I think, than falling into a rain gutter off your bike.
Yeah.
It's really cute, but like I gotta get him I gotta get him out there.
I mean, I feel it. Rain gutters, they're scary looking things.
They're scary looking. Yeah. You don't really think about them too much.
Yeah.
But if you're a kid, maybe that, I don't know.
To no one's surprise, I was a very soft kid. I did not like deviating from my everyday routine. I did not like doing things that did not involve like being near my parents. Like, I was very shy, kind of coy. Like, I just liked doing my own thing. And one thing that where was I going with this? I had a lie that I had believed. Now I'm just forgetting it. I don't fucking know.
I had a couple good ones. I mean, I saw the Jimmy Neutron movie in 2000, which all the parents are abducted by aliens and transported to space. So I was pretty convinced that whenever my parents left for like if I had a babysitter, I was like, they're not coming back.
Yeah.
Aliens are gonna get them. Totally.
I had fears. My dad told me this is something that his mom told him, and it scared the shit out of me when I was a little kid. But he said that if I swore, that dragonflies would sew my lips shut. And
Dude.
like, just imagine the act of a dragonfly sewing your lips shut.
He's just chopping up your lips.
I just can't see it happening.
Yeah, like that just sounds absolutely frightening. Just the noise they make, like.
Where do they get the needle?
I don't know. Their tail. I just imagine their tail like sewing.
Oh,
it freaks me out to this day.
it still gets you.
My dad also told me that Toys R Us was only for adults. And that was his way. That was his way of. I mean, it depends.
Keeping
on
you out of there and wanting everything inside.
Yeah, it made it so. Yeah. And anytime we went by one, which was only on vacation because we didn't have one near us. Every time we went by one, I would never ask to go there because I thought you had to be an adult to go there. One rainy day on vacation, we went by one, and my dad's like, I want to go to Toys R Us. And I was like, no, we can't go there.
R.I.P. Toys R Us, man.
I'm not old enough. Yeah, is it done?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think Amazon killed it.
The other thing that I did that was like kind of in the same vein of like having an irrational fear is I had a basket of toys that I would just play with as a little kid. And there was a ball of yarn in the bottom of the basket that was kind of spun together, and it just looked like a little ball. But it was black and yellow. And for about months, I thought it was a bee that was like sleeping. And so I avoided going to the bottom of that toy thing for months on end because I thought a bee was going to come out and sting me. And so it took forever. And then finally one day I was like, wait, that's just yarn. I was just an idiot.
That's sad, dude.
Yeah, it was a bummer. Some toys really got neglected.
Dylan's been skating through this one because he didn't have a childhood.
I'm really trying to think of. I'm sure there are some I'm just not thinking of.
There was one like my aunt's basement. My cousins who were like older than me they got me pretty good. They're like, no, you can't go down there. There's like monsters and shit. I believed that for years. Never would go down.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever have any suspicions regarding like Santa or the Easter Bunny?
No.
Sorry to any backers out there
that
you
we
mean?
Like turn this off for your kids.
There was a very long period of time before I knew for sure that neither were real. And I had a feeling in my head for a very long time leading up to that. Like, this all kind of seems a little ridiculous.
Just a little bit.
Well, also, like, I was raised to go to church every Sunday. And it was like, well, wait, so if we're at church and Santa Claus is bringing presents, then why aren't we gassing up Santa Claus in church all the time?
Yeah.
If they're so intertwined, like, why is Santa not doing, like, the sermon at church if he's the real one who's, like, Father Christmas?
I mean, I remember thinking as a kid, like, this dude has a lot of ground to cover in just one night. Like, he's got to drop down so many chimneys. I don't think it's feasible. He doesn't have enough time.
You couldn't, I mean, like, I had baller-ass Christmases as a kid. My parents, like, shelled out.
Yeah.
And, like, there's no way that they could fit all the presents that I got, like, my sister and I got combined in the back of, like, one car. Santa ain't flying through the sky with all that shit.
Dude, but then again, he's magic, so
I
he can
know.
just he can shoot that shit down the chimney.
Yeah,
True.
he's
I remember.
What if we walk out of the studio and Randy's just, like, crying? He's like, what? Is this true?
I remember justifying Santa Claus being able to do it to my friends. I'd be like, no. Like, he doesn't actually go down the chimney, guys. He, like, just sends shit down and then sets it up.
The Easter Bunny was Santa I probably believed for way longer. The Easter Bunny, I was always just like, this is creepy.
I was never into the Easter
No,
Bunny. I didn't give a shit.
Early on, my parents were like, no, you're just getting gifts. The Easter Bunny's
little egg full of candy. Like, get out of here. I don't give a shit about that. Give me a new glove or something.
Did you guys have legends about people in your town? Like townies or anything that might have been like around you guys? Like we always had like little tiny like stories about.
That's a small town thing, I think.
Yeah.
We definitely did, but they were more like 1700 shit.
Oh,
Like-
see, we had certain people that would always sit on the same bench, or like you just like,
Oh.
because it was such a small community that we would just be like, oh, have you heard about them?
We had Naked George.
What was Naked George?
Naked George with Dylan. He would go in the parking lot of the Spa golf course in Saratoga
Get naked.
and get naked every round.
I kind of respect it.
Yep. Didn't give a fuck. Just his golf outfit came off and he was naked.
Did he have a little bit of a drinking problem? Or
Yep. Sure did.
Sounds like it.
Sure did. Yep.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start lying to Sally's nieces, like little white lies, and just freak them out a little bit. They're getting
Dude,
too
I feel
smart though.
I feel like you and Drew could put a hurt on like little niece kids.
Yeah.
Do like a goat man thing or something.
Yeah.
The other day-
Oh, jackalopes. Those are real.
The other day we were in the pool with the nieces, and I was in the hot tub, and Drew was playing with them in the pool, and they were like, "Will, come play sharks and minnows with us. Like, we want you to be the funkle." And I was like, "Drew is clearly already the fun uncle, so I'm going to enjoy myself in this hot tub right now.
I'm
Like,
gonna be chilling.
nothing
over
you're
here.
saying is going to sway me because I know that I'm not the favorite uncle. That is not in question right
It does
now.
seem like Drew's constantly playing with those kids.
He's a much better uncle than I am.
He's one of them.
I've just never been
Yeah.
good with kids, man. I'm not. They're little tiny humans that I've never had to interact with before. It's weird.
They're funny though, man.
I wasn't raised with like younger kids around. I was the youngest in my family, pretty much. I had 2 younger cousins, but they were around the same age as me. But I was never raised to like handle a baby or do anything. It's terrible.
I was never really taught how to handle a baby either, but you just kind of go with it.
Ever since you said that you talked to Stella in like your normal everyday voice, I feel like such a little bitch out at the dog park being like, "Rosie, go potty, go potty."
I mean, during the training, I do use like a somewhat of a high pitched voice because you gotta relate to her that you're excited about what she's doing. Like,
They can tell the tone. They know
the-
happiness versus anger.
Yeah, but for the most part, it's just that she gets my regular voice, and that's how Parks was raised, just talking to him like this, basically.
I'm picturing Will, in like Christmas Story when Ralphie's like narrating it with his old man voice, and that's just Will's voice when he's like trying to figure out the Easter Bunny shit.
Dude,
It's like, this doesn't make sense.
yeah, what? Why is this fucking weird ass bunny just handing me candy right now?
And I never knew, like, when I pictured the bunny, I never knew if it was like just a regular tiny bunny or an adult sized bunny or something,
Well, it's like, yeah,
It was
why
like-
is the bunny so big?
Yeah, is it a big bunny?
Like,
Like, what's this 200-pound bunny doing dropping candy off? It was just a weird situation for me.
it's just kind of weird that like the bunny thing, like how'd the bunny thing even come into existence?
I don't know.
Did the church rabbit have anything to do with it, or was it
Hard to
Budge
say.
Bunny?
You got to think the Easter bunny precedes the Tricks bunny.
You'd think. I don't know where exactly. Is Randy talking to somebody in the?
No, dude, that's the deal closer next door. to
Oh,
us.
okay.
Come on, dude. He's
Dude,
constantly.
he's got a live one on the line right now.
Pretty
About
much
to
the-
close.
The only place I went, I think the only place I went for a span of 8 weeks was the office twice. I like stopped in here to grab something, and I think it's the only place I went. Dude, he was here the entire time.
Oh yeah, the
He
guy's
never- he didn't
no
give a
days
fuck.
off.
He did not care at all.
He doesn't have a mask too. I bet you.
No, dude.
Th-
no.
This whole time he hasn't worn a mask.
Dude, he's a big herd immunity guy.
Yeah.
He's stronger than fucking COVID. He doesn't care.
When do you think the Easter Bunny started?
1942.
I feel like it started in like Germany in like 1920.
It's the 1700s.
See, yeah, it doesn't totally make sense. Like
Okay.
Santa Claus, even Santa Claus doesn't make any sense, but the Easter Bunny makes even less sense the more I think about it.
Does the Easter Bunny predate Santa Claus?
No,
Nah.
no way. Why didn't they make like Mrs. Claus just smoking?
Because they're old.
I feel like Mrs. Claus is always just putting like some like sticky buns in the oven.
Like
and,
she- Like he's this 75-year-old man with a white beard, and she's 25 and just smoking
he's
high.
just Hugh Hefner.
Dude, the Easter Bunny's the 1700s and Santa Claus is 1863.
So the Easter Bunny predates it?
There's like the European Santa Claus who's been around for like thousands of years type of thing, but the commercialized Santa Claus is younger than the Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's fucked.
Wow.
How about
The
that?
more you know.
Damn.
How about that tangent?
Yeah, let's move on.